What is up, Sooner Nation? Welcome to another YouTube Live with the Sooner Surge as we are awaiting Nigel Smith's commitment video via his Instagram there in Melissa, Texas, where they have the stadium that is looking like a college campus debuting tonight. We will have that info as soon as it goes, as soon as Nigel Smith goes live with that. Before we get started, make sure you're part of what's going on at the Sooner Surge. You can see there in the comments a way you can become part of our Discord server. Members only, unlimited Sooner Surge access. So there's ways you can be a part of what's happening. We continue to provide content on the daily, multiple times, all sports, all OU. So be a part of that as you can see that on the ticker. Nigel Smith set to commit very soon, any minute now, and feeling really good about this commitment as we talked about in a video earlier today. Everything we are hearing, this seems to be, you're going to lock this guy up tonight. As far as what he offers, he's a defensive lineman. We said 6'4", 264, but other areas say that he's 6'5". It definitely has the body, the type that can play edge and D-line. Will be a great commit to the University of Oklahoma and increase that power line if he commits tonight, Brody.
Yeah, it will. It'll be certainly a great addition to the Sooners defensive line class, which will, if they land Nigel Smith, which seems as if that's going to be the case, it'll, right now have David Stone, Jaden Jackson, Nigel Smith, and Wyatt Gilmore. That's a solid defensive line class. You got Danny Okoye, and then, maybe Flip Williams-Nwaneri. Who knows? But, yeah, Smith is interesting too because I've heard they're going to want to start him out at defensive end, which, that makes a lot of sense. But he's not like thin. Nigel Smith, I think he's like 260, and he's still growing. So I wouldn't be shocked if he moved inside as well. They're just going to have a lot of options with him if they made his commitment today.
I agree. And Jonathan there says, are you guys going live on the ceremony? I know you're going to pull that up via his Instagram, I think, right? Depending on when the game, where the halftime of the game is that correct?
Yeah, when he goes live on Instagram, I'll have it on my phone. We'll notify everyone as soon as he, makes his decision.
Yeah, Jonathan, we'll notify you as soon as he goes live there on his Instagram. You talk about, and Jason here says, finishing off with the Okoye, great class. I agree that Nigel Smith is someone who can play early on at OU on the end because of his height, because of his weight. He's not someone that's got to put a lot of muscle on to go to the outside. So that's someone maybe could start at the edge and work his way down the middle. You also, Brody, we've alluded to this before, but there's a chance OU maybe get some guys out of the portal next year too on that defensive line. They did great in the portal this year with Bothroyd and Ford, Laulu last year. So they've definitely built and increased the defensive front in the portal. So that's an option as well. But you got Nigel Smith tonight committing, and Okoye maybe fairly soon.
Yeah, Okoye, I know he said he's going to put out his top three. That'll be an interesting one. I'm pretty sure everyone knows who the three teams will be, and I don't really think it matters too much. I think, Danny Okoye is one who you got to feel great about. But, yeah, his Instagram Live, he said it's going to be around 7:20, Nigel Smith. But I think it depends on when halftime hits in his game at Melissa. He has not gone live yet, so we will notify everyone when he is live. And then, assuming he commits to Oklahoma, we'll go ahead and get some huddle highlights pulled up, and we'll, play that for everyone.
I didn't know if he was committing at halftime or if that game kicked at 7:30. I couldn't remember. So,
yeah, it might. Or is it halftime? I'm not sure.
They're debuting the stadium there in Melissa, Texas. It's freaking unreal. It is an unreal stadium. I don't know if you've seen the pictures of that stadium, but it's unbelievable. And I think it's pretty cool he chose to commit on the debut night of that stadium there. Buc-ee's isn't the only big thing in Melissa, Texas, guys.
It's certainly not. Let me check and see if that is the halftime or if he's go ahead and just committing before the game.
Yeah, 7:25, like Jason said here, I think is what time was set. Can't even see what time it is currently. It's got to be close to that, probably a little after 7:20 right now.
Yeah, he's not live yet, but
Hey,
let me.
Brody, talk to us about the Nigel Smith that while we're waiting on him to go live. Other teams that were in the running here.
Yeah, Ohio State, Penn State, Texas A&M, Rutgers. All those schools got visits, and then Texas was in the running, but they didn't get a visit. His visit to Texas was actually scheduled for this weekend, tomorrow, and he's not going to take that visit, which to me tells me all I need to know because we know
Do
what
you
brings
think it
him.
was a two-team race with OU and A&M at the
I'd
end?
say Oklahoma and Ohio State were
Okay.
the two. But A&M was in there. Penn State, he visited there, I think, multiple times, but Oklahoma was kind of always the favorite. He's been at Oklahoma many, many times. I'd have to look and see what the official number is. But yeah, Ohio State was good there, Penn State, but those were the top three schools, I'd say. Let's see what time the game was. Let's see.
This is someone who seemed that's. I mean, you talk about the last month, last 3 weeks. It seems to be very heavy lean OU, and I'd be shocked if OU does not get this commit tonight. But like you said earlier, a lot of guys are forgetting Wyatt Gilmore. He was early on in this class. I think he's highly underrated.
Yeah.
I think he's someone that's going to probably impress early with maybe how much better he is than what they thought.
Okay, Nigel Smith is not committing at halftime. I was wrong on that. It's going to be right before their game.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
4 days ago, he said at 7:25 this Friday, right before our game. So that
Yeah, I
is,
think the game's at 7:30, so he should be on right at 7:25.
yeah,
What time we got right now, Brody?
7:24. So he should be on Instagram Live in 1 minute.
I do like the drama-free recruitment of Nigel Smith. It seems to be he's kind of been chilling under the radar. We'll see what his commitment's like there here in a minute and what he does with that. But sometimes you don't see a lot of guys nowadays with the kind of chill, relaxed, under the radar commitment. It seems to me he's obviously known where he's going to go for the last couple of weeks. It's not going to be something that was a last minute decision for Nigel Smith.
Yeah, and this is a top 80, rated number 83 in the composite rankings right now. So this is Nigel Smith is a legit player, and it has been a very quiet recruitment, unlike a certain other top target and OU's top commit, David Stone. That was not a quiet recruitment whatsoever, whereas Nigel Smith has been a quiet recruitment. So still no Instagram Live from him. We're waiting on that. Should come here in the next couple of minutes, and then I'd imagine he'll commit within 2-3 minutes of going live. But Jeremy, I think everyone in the live right now can feel pretty well about Nigel Smith committing to Oklahoma here in a minute.
Yeah, Lori asked how much longer. Supposed to be on here at 7:25 on his Instagram Live, Lori. So any minute now, maybe they're getting everything set up here. But I know the game's got to be kicking around 7:30, 7:35 kick. So he's going to have to announce it fairly quickly right before that game. So,
yeah.
So, yeah, Brody, you let us know when he's on there. After he does commit, we'll pull up some huddle highlights and get to those just so all Sooner fans can know what they're getting if he commits as far as what type of player OU would be getting in Nigel Smith.
Yeah, he's still not on Instagram Live.
Yeah, out of Melissa, Texas. High 4-star, right, Brody?
Yeah, high 4-star, top 80 kid nationally. But, yeah, we're awaiting his commitment. So, waiting his Instagram Live. Still no Instagram Live, but we will keep everyone updated when he does decide to go live.
It's crazy the world.
I saw Kansas started Jason Bean tonight.
Yeah, that was very interesting tonight.
Yeah. Nigel Smith's still not live on Instagram. I'd imagine it'll be pretty soon that he does go live. If you haven't already, go down, scroll up in the comments, and we have a link to join the Sooner Surge if you're interested. we're pretty excited about our Discord server that we are launching, where we just talk with everyone 24/7. It's almost like going on live, but we're just texting with everyone on there, and we can have voice conversations. So we're pretty excited about that. If you're interested, the link is here in the comment section, and we'll put it in again. But yeah, still waiting Nigel Smith, and he is also still not on Instagram Live. But yeah.
Yeah, was there anyone else streaming that besides him on his Instagram Live? I didn't know if there was other things streaming that, Brody.
I don't think he didn't do the 247.
Right, he didn't do that one.
Which that saves us from a 15-minute lead up to his commitment, which always happens when they announce with 247. But yeah, no live from Nigel Smith thus far. Still
while
waiting.
we're waiting again, maybe talk to the viewers about the visit at OU. When was the visit official? Things like that.
Yeah, Nigel Smith, he took his official visit the Champion Barbecue weekend. But I mean, he's visited many, many times to Oklahoma. I'll get the full number in front of me real quick because it seems like we still have a bit of time because he is not live on Instagram.
Although someone said he committed OU. I don't know if they've seen that or.
Did the Hayes Fawcett edit come out?
Have not seen any Hayes Fawcett.
It is on Twitter. But yeah,
Okay.
He visited Oklahoma 9 times, but it does seem as if he did just commit to Oklahoma. Didn't see him go on Instagram Live. Maybe he's doing that after his commitment, but from the people at the game, it does look like Oklahoma just picked up their fourth defensive lineman commit.
If you have the huddle highlights, let's pull this up. See what OU's getting in this guy. It says College Football Nation showed it live.
Yeah, and Hayes Fawcett just got the graphic out on Twitter, so it is official. It has been.
No surprise here.
Nope, no surprise. Nigel Smith has committed to the University of Oklahoma. We'll go ahead and get his huddle highlights up from his junior season.
And the thing about commitments at the University of Oklahoma is that we know the policy of BV that once these guys commit, they seem to be locked in, which is exciting. I think OU's getting another great one. Size-wise, this guy's ready. He's 6'5", 264. So this is not someone who's got to get in the weight room and do a whole lot. Yeah, let's look at these highlights. He's actually played some outside linebacker as well there in Melissa, Texas.
Yeah, and this is not an addition that should go under the radar whatsoever. I mean, Nigel Smith is legit. This is Oklahoma's second highest commit on the defensive line. I want to say he's Oklahoma's third highest commit in general. I might be wrong on that, third or fourth. But yeah, Nigel Smith, you can see in these huddle highlights, he's very athletic for his size.
Yeah, and hey, Brody, the other thing is, I mean, OU did land David Stone, a 5-star, but the fact that they're getting multiple guys on the D-line, 4 stars and 5 stars, this is different. This is not what they're used to in Norman lately.
Yeah, this definitely isn't. We talked about the positional versatility that Nigel Smith has. You can see right here, he lined up at defensive end, and then he's had a couple plays here. He's lined up at defensive tackle as well. Yeah, he's got everything you really want. It's a very versatile player and a great get for Oklahoma. So, we've talked about this being a huge, great defensive line class for Oklahoma. This is a certainly big step in the right direction for Oklahoma on the defensive line. And now you go out and you can get a Danny Okoye, maybe flip a Williams Canary, and you're looking at probably the best defensive line class in the modern recruiting era.
Yeah, when he gets his hand on you, you're not breaking away. Strong tackler, strong wrap up, can definitely move laterally, can get upfield, penetrate up the line. A couple times on the double teams is easily pushed off double teams. So, who's the lead recruiter in this one, Brody?
Todd Bates was the lead recruiter, but just from everything I've seen, you would imagine that McGill Chavis also played a big. Here he is lined up in the very middle, right here, nose tackle, and he made a good play right here. He's just very talented. And this question, Jason says, will he play end or middle eventually at OU? What does everyone think? I think he ends up at defensive tackle. That's just my opinion, but I think he will start out at defensive end. Yeah, I didn't know. we couldn't see it anywhere. It just started popping up on Twitter that he committed.
Instagram Live never happened.
No.
Which is interesting. There were some other comments that said it was on College Football, Some Nation, and then something else that he went on. So I think he is going to play end early and move down to the middle. But if you've seen the power line graphic, OU fans, this is another addition to that power line graphic. You can see the shadows of those guys on the graphic, and this is another one that's going to fill that graphic up, right, Brody?
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see what the graphic looks like when Nigel out, but I don't know if everyone's been on Twitter recently, but Todd Bates and McGill Chavis are back at it again. They just posted a video. They have 4 lightning symbols that says, "And we ain't done yet." They got them on there, both of them doing a video. You would imagine the next guy would be Tulsa Noah's Danny Okoye.
Hey, is that video something that just was released, Brody?
Yeah, just now.
That can be played on here at all, or?
Yeah, we can pull it up.
Yeah, I'd say pull it up and we'll see what Todd Bates and Miguel Chavis says. But one thing is, I like this. I've met him shooting this video. He's a great person. Hey, one thing about that power line graphic, they're not done yet. So the one you have to think is Danny Okoye, because he's the next one that you would think. Who else as far as on the D line? I talked earlier, maybe some portal guys after next year, but that's obviously too early to talk about. You mentioned the Williams-Nwaneri flip-flop, whatever you want to call it, is a possibility as well. So,
yeah, I was talking about that video. Here is that video.
You having fun yet? We ain't done yet. Boomer.
Oh, yeah. Hey, those guys get it done. A lot of people are questioning Todd Bates early on. He has come through a couple times now. So Sooner fans, that monkey off the back of being able to land big defensive line recruits is actually going to the wayside as OU enters SEC country, because they're able to land some now back to back, and they're building a great class here on the D line.
Yeah, and they're building a great class in general. Right now, Oklahoma's class sits at number 12, but Nigel Smith, that he's certainly going to bump it up. He's the 3rd highest commitment that Oklahoma has gained in this class so far. But yeah, number 12 class right now with, I think Nigel Smith makes it the 23rd or 22nd commit, I want to say. This is a really good addition. Let's see where this actually puts Oklahoma in the class rankings right now. It's going to bump Oklahoma up to number 8. So Oklahoma is now sitting at number 8 in the 2024.
Got to land Okoye, number 1 in the stat. I don't know where you can see the live commitment.
Yeah, I have not seen any live commitment from Nigel Smith. I saw one video, but it was just kind of a scoreboard shot. But I have not seen one live commitment. Maybe that will come out. I know that Nigel Smith was shooting a video of some sort. So I'd imagine you'll probably see that later. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure where you can go to see it. I've been scrolling on Twitter, have not seen anything of a live video.
Yeah, everything beforehand thought he was going to be on Instagram Live is what was posted out there. So
yeah, and that's what he said on Twitter, and that's
regardless, he commits where I think most people thought he would commit. This wasn't a surprise, wasn't a shocker, committing to the University of Oklahoma. And like we just said, Danny Okoye has to be the next one. He's the number 1 player in the state of Oklahoma. He's in the backyard. OU has gained ground with Danny Okoye. This is one you have to go get next and continue to build the power line.
Yeah, for sure. We have anything else for this live?
I don't think so, but you guys make sure you are following the Sooner Surge. We appreciate everything that you guys are doing, the community of followers and viewers. You can see the link in the comments about the Discord server. Get a part of it. Be a part of it. We can chat 24/7, Sooner Surge Unlimited. We apologize for not being able to have that live. Everything we were told it was going to be an Instagram Live, but regardless, Nigel Smith commits to the University of Oklahoma.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't already, make sure you check out our previous videos from today. Two really good videos that we have put out. We put out our Sooner Surge game day, and then we had an interview with ESPN Plus's commentator, Ryan Leaf. That's also up. So if you have not already, make sure you go check that out as well.
Yep. Till next time, guys. Boomer.
Boomer.